Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? Feeling good? All right. Welcome to the launch tonight of Sony's latest innovation in TV technology, the Bravia A1 OLED TV. My name is David King. I'm from Sony, and I'm going to be your host for this evening. Hopefully you enjoyed your little navigation trip around the labyrinth earlier coming in this evening. This was designed to showcase the amazing features of the Bravia A1 OLED TV. From the stunning picture quality to the amazing sound that's produced by those speakers hidden behind the screen or within the screen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the sound display that you heard in there was actually from a Sony ambassador, Taku, and we asked him to conceptualize a demonstration that would actually allow us to show you how the sound moves from one side of the screen to the other. Now, for those of you who don't know who Taku is an acclaimed music producer from Perth who's just recently sold out a gig at the Sydney Opera House, and he's an emerging photographer and, of course, a Sony ambassador. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're all going to have a chance tonight to win one of your very own Bravia OLED TVs. And to do that is really simple. All we want you to do is take your most creative photo that incorporates one of the Bravia A1 OLED TVs here tonight. You can use any of the TVs on display, you can use any of the living rooms, you can even go back into the labyrinth. We want it to be the most creative you can come up with, but the photo must include the TV in it. Now, all the details about how to upload that photo are on the business card that you received when you came in this evening. Now, if you don't have one of those business cards, please see one of our staff members here and they'll be able to help you. Now, because we're in a little bit of a void, the networks may not work properly, so there is a free Wi-Fi here as well at the Carriage Works. So if you're having trouble uploading, you can just jump onto that and you should be able to upload straight away. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so excited to showcase this TV to you tonight. And to kick things off, I'd like to introduce to you one of our friends of the night, Jason Grant. So he is an interior stylist, author, and creative consultant. Now, he's been working on 3 different living areas that incorporate the Sony A1 OLED TV. And he's going to talk about his experience with the TV and how its unique design is perfect for any kind of living room, whether you're in a large family home or in an inner city apartment. Ladies and gentlemen, please make Jason welcome. Hey Jason, how are you?
Hi, good, thanks.
Thanks for coming and thanks for being part of the OLED launch tonight.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So Jason, before we get into the design side of things, I'd love to let the crowd know a little bit about your background and what you do.
So, yeah, I'm Jason. I'm an interior stylist and author, and I've had a bit of fun creating some rooms for you guys to experience tonight.
Excellent. So, Jason, you know, there's some beautiful rooms that you've designed there, and obviously they're showcasing the A1 OLED TV, which is, you know, to showcase how they can fit into any kind of living room in Australia. Are you able to talk us through some of the thought process that you went through into coming up with the designs?
Yeah, so we wanted to show how the TV kind of seamlessly fits with its design into any kind of space. So we have created 3 unique rooms that kind of show different styles and how the TV fits into those.
And do you want to talk us through each room so that we know what sort of the design elements you sort of incorporated are?
Yeah, so the first room that everyone would have seen as they stepped through the magical wardrobe.
Yes, the Narnia Chronicles.
So that's our inner city urban apartment. So I guess for this one we've kind of just injected some bright colours, some graphic artwork, and I guess a cool kind of approachable apartment.
Yeah, nice. Is there any way in particular that you get your inspiration to you know, choose artwork or furniture for those kind of rooms?
So I guess with this, I guess artwork is always a really good place to start decorating a room, and I guess it was kind of fun to kind of incorporate the TV into the design with the graphic artwork behind that, and I guess adding things like rugs to define a space in a room is always a good way of kind of creating a zone as well.
I noticed there's a lot of fluffy goodness out there tonight, so things like texture and that, are they important when designing a room?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting not to just think about colour, but to think about texture as well.
Excellent. And what about the second room there?
So the second room is a little bit more of a masculine bachelor pad. So we kind of have, I guess, 50 Shades of Grey there.
It's my favourite.
You kind of match. So I guess we just wanted to keep it all really clean and modern and masculine and kind of, I guess, a little sleek like the TV.
Yeah, nice. And the artwork is awesome in there as well. Like, I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, both the artworks in that room and the first room are from local artists' Blacklist.
Oh, nice. And the third room?
So I guess a lot of people are part of a family home, so we wanted to create a really relaxed, casual family home and show the TV in this space as well.
Excellent.
And I guess, the lounge room, the two prominent things in people's homes are sofas and TVs, and we just wanted to show how you could seamlessly fit these into a space. A lot of the furniture today is from Blue Dot.
Okay, cool. And what about those army green little cushions or whatever they are down there?
Thank you for the plug, they're actually from my collection.
What? They look awesome. I'm going to sit on those later with a beer, I reckon. Look, obviously we're talking technology and how technology fits into the home. When designing an interior space, how important is technology as a major consideration these days?
I guess, to be honest, most people live with a TV in their space. So I guess it's kind of embracing the fact that we all have one and kind of how this works in a space as opposed to trying to hide it. Showing that, with this kind of sleek, slim design, it actually fits into any space.
Yeah, I feel that the TVs are now becoming more of a statement piece with their design, and they have to look good on, but also off as well. Yeah, so that's excellent. So you've been using the OLED in your home for a bit now?
I have been.
Yes, and you've been enjoying it?
I have been binge watching a lot of TV this last week.
Yes. Did you watch the Game of Thrones episode?
Monday's Game of Thrones and Thursday I've been watching Younger.
Ah, I see. Well, anyway, I love that Game of Thrones episode, by the way. It was fantastic. So, when you've been, binge watching, what is it about the TV that you love the most?
Well, I guess it's like I have my own home cinema now because of the picture quality and the sound is pretty excellent.
Sound from the TVs is amazing, isn't it? It's like being in the cinema. Yeah, it's fantastic. And did you end up using any of the cool features like the voice control from the user interface?
I like the voice control where you can actually activate functions on the TV, and actually being a notorious fast talker, it actually recognises my voice.
Picked it up? Excellent. I love giving it maths problems to solve. It's random numbers and what it comes out, it's amazing. All right, Jason, look, thank you very much for your insights. The rooms look absolutely fantastic. I encourage everybody here to go and spend some time in your favourite room, have a drink, or have a drink in all three. Just don't spill anything on the furniture, it's rented. But I do encourage you to go in there and have a look. Jason's going to be sticking around for a while, so if you have some more questions or you want to come up to him and talk about design or grab a photo, please do so. But ladies and gentlemen, please thank Jason for us.
Thank you.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now we're just going to get a little bit technical and talk through some of the features of the new A1 OLED TV. And to do that, I'm going to invite up on stage Sony Australia's TV product specialist, Daniel Kennedy.
Thank you, David. How are you guys tonight? Awesome. Look, it's fantastic to be here, and when I'm thinking about this TV, this is one of the most exciting TVs we've had in some time, and I can't wait to bring this to you guys and tell you more about it. This is, of course, the Sony A1 Bravia OLED. Now, secretly within the TV team, it's known as the BroLED, and essentially, it's a design masterpiece, as you guys have seen. And when you think about design, well, design is so many things, but for me, design is all about functionality. And functionality for a TV, well, it's all about that screen. It's all about that panel. And when you guys came in through all the rooms, you would have seen that. You would have seen those amazing OLED, like the OLED blacks, that triluminous display colors that really sort of pop. And you wouldn't have noticed anything else. You wouldn't have noticed any Sony logos. You wouldn't have noticed any bezels. You wouldn't have noticed the stand. And because nothing else matters, we went for a really aggressive design philosophy with this particular unit. So a huge effort there. But how do you create such a compelling offering in the market without sound? And what we did was we locked the best engineers in a room for 3 months and didn't let them out until they came away with what we now know as acoustic surface technology. And as you walk through the labyrinth, you would have seen that, the music by Taku. I've actually got my own demonstrations over here, so I'll be floating around the floor, and I can give you some demonstrations on the A1 and its sound quality, but we believe it's got the most compelling sound in the market. It's a no-compromise solution for us, and there's nothing else like it. So, I mean, you can have the best sound, and you can have the best picture quality, but none of that actually matters unless your TV has the brains. And this TV has the biggest brains of any TV on the market. I'm of course talking about the X1 Extreme processor on these TVs. It will upscale anything that you put into this TV to near 4K HDR quality, up to 14-bit. Nothing else in the market comes anywhere close to this. So if you're watching YouTube, Netflix, Amazon, anything, you're going to get the best image quality regardless. And whilst I'm on the topic of HDR, or high dynamic range, we support both HDR formats in the market, HDR10 and Dolby Vision, the latter coming with an update soon, quite soon. And when you're searching for that content, we make it really easy for you to do that. We have voice search on our TVs, and the voice search, as you heard from Jason, it absolutely kills it. You can ask the TV whether or not it's a good time to call your mother in London, or whether or not it's going to rain in Tokyo the next time you're there, or even, you know, if you're a big Star Wars fan, you can search it up and see where you can actually find it, be it YouTube, Netflix, Google Play Movies. It's all really, really easy. And when we're thinking about usability and our operating system with Android TV, well, I mean, you can't go past all the other features that we've got there. Now, with the latest version, we've got multitasking, so you can switch between apps, music, movies, and games very, very easily. But also, we have Chromecast built into the TVs, which means that you can get anything from the small screen up to the big screen with a touch of a button. So, I mean, it's the best experience we can deliver as a company to you guys, the consumers, and we're really proud to bring it to you tonight. So in terms of design, we've got the no distraction display, the picture quality, of course, the OLED blacks and that viewing angle, and the Trillium's display colors. In terms of picture quality, you've got the X1 Extreme processor, and the sound quality is absolutely fantastic. Everything that you've heard tonight has been directly from the screen of the TVs. So I can't emphasize enough how excited we are to launch this TV with you guys tonight. And I'm going to be floating around the floor. If you guys have any questions, please pull me aside and ask away. I'll be doing a lot of demonstrations on this side as well. And with that, I'm going to hand it back to David King.
Thank you, Dan. All right, so we've heard about the fantastic design and how we can incorporate that into pretty much any room in Australia, and also the great features from the picture quality, the engine driving it, and the acoustic surface, which is absolutely amazing. If you haven't done the Taku room, do that room. It is amazing, so please do that. But you're probably all wondering what these bad boys are going to cost, right? So I'm pleased to announce that the 55-inch A1 OLED is going to have a suggested retail price of $4,999, and the 65-inch version of the A1 OLED is going to have a suggested retail price of $7,499, and they're available in stores right now. But of course, you can win your very own OLED tonight by submitting your best and most creative photo incorporating an A1 tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, please ensure you take advantage of that, get your best photos, use any of the TVs here. When we draw it, you must be here to win. So if you aren't present to collect, we will be redrawing, all right? We'll be drawing that at 9 p.m. tonight, so I'll be back up on stage then to talk to you. But in the meantime, please enjoy the evening, have some food, drink, make sure you visit all the stations, head back through the labyrinth, and enjoy the evening. Thank you all.